Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, Bambinos. Welcome to this week's what I've been playing, what I've been watching, and what I've been reading, Bambinos. And someone's decided to start drilling right as I press record. Cheers, fam. Anyway, we're professionals, so we're going to carry on with the video regardless. Before we get any further, I need you to ignore that drilling. Go like this with your thumb. So give me a thumbs up, turn it upside down, hover it over the subscribe button and just see if it works. Just tap only once. If you've already subscribed, you don't need to do this. I know the experiment's not aimed at you. So anyone that hasn't subscribed yet, just tap it over the subscribe button and give it a little tap. Let me know if it made you subscribe or not. I like my little experiment, see. Yes, I haven't actually played a lot this week, okay? I don't know if you can see my hand. There are still like a bit of red there and my whole hand there, right? I know it's first world problems. I got bit by my dog as well. It was a playful bite, let's say. But obviously if you're living in the UK, it's been... we've had the big freeze, I think the news are calling it. I've been riding my motorbike back and forth to work. Thank fuck I haven't come off. I had a couple of near misses slipping on ice. Like I'm riding along. I'm trying my best. Normally I don't turn into the corners and stuff. I'm trying to keep my bike upright, going a little bit slower, going around the corners and stuff. And once or twice I let my guard down and my back end kicks out. It's a little bit frightening. But thank God, or thank Allah, whatever God you believe in, that I didn't come off. But anyway, getting back to my hands. The problem I've had, right, and I've hardly played any video games this week or read anything this week, right. I've got this cream that my mother gave me. It's for healing wounds and stuff. It's like a antiseptic cream or something. And it turns out I'm fucking allergic to the cream. But obviously... Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I didn't know. So I'm putting this cream on. My hands are freezing, right? So it is kind of working. So the cuts and stuff, I was blood pouring out of my knuckles at one point, right? So I put it on. And then it's burning. It's hard to explain. So I'm like, all right, okay, it's working. Put more cream on. So I'm caking my fucking hands in this cream that I'm allergic to. What a dumbass. But... I'm still learning. I'm only fucking 41. I'm still a kid. No, I'm an old man. I should know better. But that's why my hands are a mess. So I'm just, no cream, just deal with it. But it looks like we're out to the big freeze now anyway. Okay. So, as you're probably aware, before we get into the actual what I've been playing, the PlayStation... what they call it, like the 2022 annual highlight is a really good thing, actually. So I got some screenshots here. There's a really interesting stat, right? So I played 515 hours on my PlayStation. So PlayStation 4/PlayStation 5. It's quite a lot, but obviously I got GameCube on the go. I got all my other consoles, my PlayStation 2, my Xbox 360 on the go, right? So I played 103 games. I don't know what average is. A lot of them would have been one playthrough arcade mode on my series around the world of 80 fighting games. Number one game, does your top 5 games then you've played. No surprise, is Elden Ring. I put 75 hours into that. Then you've got Ghost of Tsushima, The Division 2, Lego Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga, and Sakura Wars is number 5. So a nice mixture, okay? I bet you though, if Street Fighter 5 was working the way it should have been working, like the way it's working now, that would have been in at least in my top 5. I'm not saying I would have put 75 hours into it, but it probably would have been my top 3 games of the year of how many hours I put into that game as well, okay? But what was the interesting stat, right? And a couple of you, I'm not ignoring you guys, a couple of you, oh there it is, send me like a message on my PlayStation about playing them online. Some people have said, oh, now you're playing Street Fighter 5, do you fancy a game of Street Fighter 5? I'm not online at the moment, right? So I played 515 hours and 2 hours of that was online. Okay, so I haven't renewed my subscription because we are in a recession. Haven't really bought. I bought stuff for Christmas. I haven't gone game hunting this weekend. I normally go most weekends. I've had to really slow down my spending, okay? Because, we are in a recession, you know. So, 2 hours, I can't justify paying £50 a year. So that's £25 an hour. So yeah, I'm sorry, guy. I at the moment, I'm not online. I might go online. I don't think it's a release date for Tekken 8. Maybe I'll go back online early June when Street Fighter 6 comes out, you know. But I can't justify £25 an hour, 2 hours. That's probably most of that was on Elden Ring. So let's get back to... I just wanted to get that, mention that, okay? So what have I been playing then? So, Tekken Tuesday, I cancelled it. I was fully intending on doing it. I really had good fun the week before, doing the Father Christmas, Heihachi, and then the Christmas, the Santa stuff, and changing all the characters in the character customization to Christmas characters. I thought it'd be a nice run up to Christmas. But seriously, my hands were just... It was hard to explain how... It was like as if my skin was burning. It's probably the best way. It's obvious looking back. I was allergic to the fucking cream, but I didn't. I'm a stupid dumbass, and I... Friday Night Fights then. I fully intended on playing Street Fighter 5 as the game I was going to play. Same problem. My fucking hands are burning, right? But Friday night, I did actually realise I washed my hands. I thought, I can't take this anymore. So I washed it all off my hands after like 2 layers of this cream. And then just like dabbed because I couldn't like wipe them with a towel. It was hurting so much. I know, first world problems. But so I dabbed with a towel and it instantly stopped. I'm definitely allergic to it. I played a tiny bit of Ys 8. I think I played that Monday. That's not been in the PlayStation 5 since. But I did finish one game. I think I started this last week. I've been playing Star Wars Republic Commando. I finished this yesterday. I've had a couple of goals on Star Wars Racer. It hasn't aged well, I gotta be honest. The tracks are... they need to redo that game. Like proper, give it the Final Fantasy 7 remake treatment, you know. I'm glad I got it, but the reason I bought this is only £10 in Amazon, was for Republic Commando. And I gotta be honest, would I recommend this game? I'd only recommend it if you grew up. You either got to be a really big Star Wars fan, or you had the game and got good memories of the game growing up. But it's fucking buggy. If you didn't know, it's like imagine a Ghost Recon Rainbow Six. Oh yeah, more of a Rainbow Six Vegas. So you got 4. You're one of 4 in a team of mercenaries type thing. You're the squad commander, so you can issue commands. In the Star Wars universe, it's set between, I think it's Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. So it's like Order 66. It's kind of towards the end of it, but it's a nice story, I suppose. But it's buggy. Last night, I just wanted to get the game done, and some of my squad were like running into a wall. So I'm going further and further in this level. I'm thinking, where's my other guy? Where's my sniper gone? So I have to spend 10 minutes backtracking, saying, where is he? And then he'd just be running into a wall. It'd be a brick wall, and it's like, oh fuck, it's still buggy then. I didn't notice it on my Xbox playthrough though. I played this in the last 3 years. I didn't have any of those issues, so I don't know, or I didn't notice any of those issues. But that happened about 4 or 5 times. And you can speedrun this game. If there's some bits basically, you can just, if you see the blue arrows, which means it's the end of that checkpoint, just run to that, and then you progress, and all your characters are perfectly safe, you know. So I only recommend it. It's worth £10. I gotta be honest. I've had my money's worth. I'm not in a hurry. Maybe I'll trade it in. No, I can't see me trading it in. I gotta be honest. It won't go much cheaper than £10, and I bought that £10 in Amazon. Obviously brand new, sealed, but. Yeah, if you've never played it before, you might want to consider skipping that game, you know. And that's pretty much, it is nice and satisfying though, isn't it, to finish a game, you know. So, yeah, I did enjoy that last night. I just wanted to get it done. I thought if I leave it another day, I probably am not in the mood to play it today, put it that way. SNK Sunday, I haven't played anything yet. I don't think I did SNK Sunday last week either. Just too busy, you know. I'm probably going to put my Christmas decorations up today. I won't get a chance in the week, and otherwise I'll be putting them up on Christmas Eve, taking them down Boxing Day or something like that. I have got a tree. It only takes me, it's like a fibre optic one. It takes me like 5 minutes. It'll be harder for me to find it, the tree, than to put it up, put it that way, if all the bits are still there. So I probably will put it up today. That's all I've been playing. I really want to get back into Ys 8 though. I'm not going to rush it. I'm not going to say I want to finish it by the end of the year. I'm taking it all, enjoying it, you know. But I'm going to have another. So that's what I'm doing now is having a fighting game on the go, a smaller game on the go, and an RPG. So I might play. I'm thinking maybe Devil May Cry Collection, or some of the other games I've got in my backlog just sitting there. You know, I'm trying to get through my backlog, focusing mainly on my PS4, PS5 at the moment. Okay, so what have I been watching? Because I haven't been gaming much, I've actually watched a full series. These are really good series, right? The thing with Netflix, they're very hit or miss with their documentaries. It must be like teams, and some of the teams are like top tier, and some are bottom tier. So the top tier I consider, there's a series, it's based in America. It's called Last Chance U, and this is the second season. They do one on American football, and they've done one already on basketball, and it's college basketball, and this is season 2. So first season was there was an average bunch of basketball players in this college, and there's a lot on the line for these kids. Like they're like 21 year olds. They got children and stuff like that. So there's a lot riding on them getting scholarships, and then if you get a scholarship, they go to a Division 1 college, and then the NBA comes knocking. You make it to the NBA. It's like the Premiership of the football. You're set for life then, aren't you? So they're just on the crust. They're nearly there, you know, these guys. But the season 1, they were the favourites to win the whole championship, and this college has never won the championship. And they were the favourites, and then COVID-19 happened. So they were on the bus, ready to travel to the conference finals. And they, like I say, they were by far the overwhelming favourites. So there was no injuries. It was like, this is amazing that the Netflix documentary is going to finish like this. And then a guy gets on, he has had a phone call. He says, guys, it's cancelled because of COVID-19. So it's awful. But yeah, spoiler then, okay. My problem with it's very well documentary, right? But I couldn't make my mind up if I liked the coach or not. I've done coaching, I've done swimming coaching. You've got to inspire your athletes, or like I used to inspire my swimmers, so you should be inspiring their players. And he wouldn't always put the best team out. He was trying to teach them lessons and stuff. But I think the weak link, the difference is, right, from the first season, they were a ragtag. There was a couple of ones that had a bit of talent, and he had a bit of talent, and now and again he was interested. He wasn't really putting the work into training, and he's formed this team. So that was really good. He did well then. But this year, he had one of the guys, his father was an NBA. He was a LA Lakers player. He played, I think, in the 80s. So he was, a really good father. His son was in the team. This time he had, like, this one guy, he's 7 foot tall, and he had game as well. He was a really good player. But he had all the talent, and they were winning games, but I think the weakest link is the coach. He was too harsh. He wasn't inspiring them at all. He always liked to knock them down. So when they are riding high in their confidence kind of thing, from what the camera showed, he must have been something else. He had all the players' respect. There was no issues there. But I just think the coach let the team down. Do you know what I mean? His team talks were shockingly bad. His assistant coach, I think, should have been the head coach. He had the good team talks, and you got to build them up. And like in a half-time talk, they might be down by 20 odd points. Or sometimes they'd be up by almost 10 points. And you'd think they were down by 30, 40 points. It was mind-boggling to see it, you know. That's just my style or my thoughts on that series. But there's one guy, right? I forget his name. Definitely go check this series out, right? I won't tell you what happens at the end then. But he's missing a tooth. And the story was, it didn't capture this on video, but he was tough as nails, this guy was, right? And he was always being battered and he reminded me of Dennis Rodman, the way he used to play. And he'd be jumping on the floor just like Dennis Rodman used to be. And a player elbowed him or something, a rival player, in the face, and he knocked out his front tooth. Of all the teeth to get knocked out, you don't want any of your front teeth to be knocked out. And he fell on the floor, and everyone's like, oh, and apparently you heard the crack of his tooth. It like knocked it clean out. He looked down, he picked up his tooth, put it in his pocket, and carried on defending. Now that guy, I really hope that guy, he deserves to go places. You know, he was hard as nails. And all the other team, they were always like, because there was so much talent in this college basketball team. If they were on the bench, because they have, when you got the talent, you got the confidence, haven't you? They'd be like almost, I should be playing instead of him. You can hear the cameras are picking up on what they're saying on the bench. But nobody ever had a problem with this guy, because they knew when he's on the court, he would give it 150%. If his teeth are getting knocked out, he's still going to get up. I reckon if he broke his arm or something, he would still get up. And there was a time where they had to take him off because he broke his nose and he was tamping and he had to wear this fucking mask thing. And the way he was, he goes, oh, I've always wanted to wear one of these. All the other players have been crying their eyes out. But he was just the real deal as far as toughness. And if I was a coach in basketball, he's the kind of player I'd want in my team. You know, so I hope he's got a future, whatever that guy's name was. Definitely go check it out, all right, guys. So I watched quite a bit of YouTube as well. So last week's video of the week was Joey Mimi, and he commented either last night or this morning. So I am tagging, so nobody's ever tagged my channel, but it must have a notification or something. So he's commented, thank you. So shout out Joey Mimi for commenting, appreciate it, keep up the good work. This week, I think it was last night, I discovered this channel. It's brilliant. I love YouTube. I've said it before, right? But YouTube, I don't know how it works. People claim they know how that YouTube algorithm works. But this, I really like it. I'm always finding new channels. I found a couple of really good new YouTube channels this week. And so it's not necessarily like the 1 million+ subscribers I'm getting recommended all the time. But this channel was a Retro Rewind. I nearly messed up again. So Retro Rewind. It's a tongue tickler, isn't it? And the video is Sega Master System full UK set, 269 games. He's basically, in the backdrop of his videos, it's just, it looks stunning, a wall of white. He's got some duplicates as well. Every single Master System UK PAL set game in the full collection. And it's like, oh yes. And the video basically is similar to when I did my games room tour. He's just there with his camera and he's pulling the games out. They're all in alphabetical order as well. He's pulling them out. He's explaining why he's got duplicates. It was very educational. For example, I didn't realise there was a trilogy of Asterix games. I just assumed there was one. I had absolutely no idea there was a trilogy of them. So it's educational as well, you know. So next time I'm out, I'll need to make sure I'm not going to double dip and buy the same one again. But it's like quite inspirational. It's like, oh, this guy's done it, fair play. And he's a fellow UK YouTuber, so definitely go check out his channel. I will tag it in the video as well. It's Retro Rewind, okay? Really, really enjoying your videos. What have I been reading? I've taken this to work. This is my workbook. It's the Never Ending Story. I'm so glad I picked this book up. I haven't read much. I'm only like 50 pages in. Some of my lunch breaks, I think Monday I didn't have one. We're so busy in work. My choice. I had we get like a 15-minute break, then a half hour, then another 15. I just took my 15 minutes. Went to the canteen, got my food, my apples and stuff, and ate them on the laptop. Well, I was working the laptop, you know. We're ridiculously busy in work at the start of the week. and I've only had a chance to read 20 or so pages in the rest of the week. The temptation is to read this in the night, but I'm still reading the Berserk, okay? But the book is... the film have done a very good job so far of staying in online with the book, okay? But like Atreyu now, he's the princess has said she's ill, like in the film, but she sends like a messenger to look for Atreyu. That part's missing from the movie, and then when the messenger's there, I'm here to speak to Atreyu. He's not happy because he's interrupted the hunt or something, and it's when they become a warrior. It's just kind of like in the film, like a Native American Indians kind of thing. And he's like, no, I'm here to speak to Atreyu the warrior, because he's a kid, isn't he? He's expecting this butch, big, fully grown, or at least an adult, you know, and it's this fucking little kid comes in, he's like, no, I'm the only Atreyu here, kind of thing. So yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Obviously, I know what happens, but it is different. It's different enough to keep my interest there. But more importantly, it's a very well written book as well. I don't know what other books this author's written, but yeah, I really am enjoying that. So Berserk, I can't remember if I'd finished. So I finished volume 4. I don't know if I said. I think I had a couple of 100 pages this time last week left. So I'm into volume 5. But again, with my hand, I've hardly slept. My hands have been so bad. It's hard to sleep when your hands are on, feel like they're on fire. So I just can't concentrate. There's no point in putting the PlayStation on because I can't. I'm scratching my hands every fucking 10 seconds. So I can't read either. So I wouldn't be taking anything in. So I've only, I think, 2 or 3 nights I've been reading volume 5. So I'm about just under halfway or almost halfway through. So in the movie and the series, I'm much further ahead now. It's really cool. And it's nice to see, obviously I know what happened, how he lost his arm. I think it's his left or I can't remember what arm it is. He lost his arm. I know that, but I don't know how he gets that fucking hand that comes down and a cannon. He's got a cannon in his arm. And the first time he uses it, it dislocates his shoulder because there's too much gunpowder in there. But boy, oh boy, is this good. And it's so refreshing. Because I thought I'm not going to spoil it, but I thought some characters would have died, but they're still in it. Some of my favourite characters, not many, still in it, mind. But yeah, boy, oh boy, this is so good. But it's I got to make sure I don't read too much in the night, because the temptation is to finish the book. I would like to finish volume 6, mind, before Christmas, so I got a week. But I don't think I'll be able to do that because I got to sleep and I'm really struggling. I keep waking up 3 o'clock in the morning and can't get back to sleep. I think I need to increase my medication, but I don't really want to stop taking it, if I'm honest. But nah, anyway, not talking about my medication. Yeah, so that's where I've been. My reading's gone pretty good. My gaming's been alright. I played 2 games in the last week. That's probably about average, isn't it? Okay, we'll finish up now with my training. So if you didn't know, a week today, holy moly, I'm a bit nervous actually. I'm planning to run half a marathon on Christmas Day. It's not an event or anything, it's the Tony Half is what I'm calling it. It's just me leaving my house with my dog, as long as he doesn't fucking bite me again. He was a good boy today though, because on Thursday he bit me just as we were leaving to go running, so I went on my own. I'm not going to take him with me because he wouldn't know he's been naughty, you know. So yeah, I'm going to run a half marathon distance. I'm not feeling that good though running. Maybe it's because I'm so tired with work. We're all so exhausted from working so hard. Anyway, so Thursday, I stuck to my plan though. I'm still on track. I ran 6 kilometers Thursday night. Felt okay. Not feeling strong. I don't know what I'm listening to my body too much. I'm like, oh, is that a niggle in my knee, or is that, so that was okay. I was just pissed off with my dog biting me, upset me, you know. And I done 12 kilometers today, but my Garmin watch, I was jogging and I thought I have definitely done further than that. And it was, some of the kilometres were taking me ages, almost walking pace. So I'm slowing it down. It's only meant to be 12. It was 10 to 12 kilometres steady was the plan for today. Because I got to do 21 kilometres, 21 point something kilometres is half marathon distance. But today I caught my eye, I looked down once and it goes, re-establishing connection. So what I think was happening, I'm jogging away and I would look at, like, I don't like looking at my watch all the time, but I do like to keep track of my pace and stuff. But it didn't make sense. I ran for 4.5k to the end of the cycle track one way, then I turned back. And then it was like 3k something back. It didn't make sense. So maybe I've done more than 12 kilometres today. But I hope it's not going to fuck me up next week. Because that's kind of the route I did this morning that I'm going to be doing next week. But something's going to go wrong. My stomach wasn't that good either. I've changed protein because I've seen the price on protein recently. Maybe that's not agreeing with me or something like that. But I'm still... Even if I got to crawl it, that's how I feel. I've got my sights set on completing the half marathon distance and it's a week away. So I'm going to do one more run, probably 5k Thursday. And that's my last training session. Then it's down to, I'm just going to go slow. Everyone says, start off slow and go slower. That's what the running channel, the YouTube channel say. That's the best advice they can give anyone doing their first half marathon. If I've actually done it, once I've ever run half marathon distance, but that was a good couple of years ago. I was a lot younger. I wasn't in my 40s, put it that way. So I'm a little bit nervous, but nerves can be good, can't they? You know. So we'll cut it off there. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry I didn't have a lot of games to talk about, but that's life, isn't it? My hands, I can't play. It's amazing how much you need your hands to play video games, you know. But even if my hands are working, but it's just fucking burning on the back. Anyway, we'll cut it off there. I'm jibber-jabbering as per usual. Thank you very much, everyone that stayed till the end, watching this amazing YouTube video. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.